Good evening, this is Just a Human, and welcome to this air-only Battle Royale in Rome Total War. And this time we have the finale of our cavalry-only affairs with a strange list of champions. Today our budget is 6,000 denarii, and there's the usual limit of one early and one late game general. And yes, I have checked Thrace this time. Okay, no more of that nonsense. And we have the usual limitation of 2 missile cav as a maximum. That will continue to stand too. Let's take a little look at what we've got then. We've got the rebels who of course won the eastern section. Now, when they won the eastern section, they were only eastern rebels. But I have slightly changed it up now to include a few others as well. So we have some Scythian horse archers coming, as well as a general bodyguard there. But we've kind of kept the same flavour as their original victory. Parthia head on in with the, they got through the runners-up round, didn't they? A worthy victor though, can't be argued there. Now Thrace, I have looked this up, this is the original Thrace that won the Eastern version. They actually had a smaller budget on that occasion, so I've given them experience rather than complete numbers. The amount of cavalry they could get, they're so cheap. Is kind of ridiculous. But yes, the bodyguard and the Greek cav have the exact same picture, which is how the mess happened in the barbarian battle. But hey ho, we've checked today, Greek cavalry, look at that. But they are experienced, so they might win yet. Egypt have a lot, so their units are quite cheap. They managed to beat off the Carthaginians, who were constantly killing an awful lot. And by the way, I should point out that there is actually an option here to do this by scored resolution. Some people have been asking about that. The cavalry affairs have been more chaotic than the infantry ones, with some potentially less fair, in inverted commas, results. But you know what, we might well go to scored resolution in the future, but for now we're going to stick with this as it's what we've been doing for this tournament. The Julii, obviously SPQR, as the post-Marians were the victors, but I thought red would be a nice colour choice considering the other options going along. General, I bought the earlier Roman general this time. They are taking that one unit from pre-Marian, and yes, obviously these cross over both. So yes, that's their selection of units, a small set, but probably good. Armenia obviously haven't made it, but that's the mercenary army, and okay. I think when I did the mercenary battle, I did it with less money because of sheer numbers on the battlefield. They have a lot, so they've got 2 experience. We'll see how that goes. This one could be very interesting indeed. Let's see who can make it on top on the African coast map. This does favour some factions, but sod the Romans, first of all. And Thrace have had enough good fortune. The rest of them are all sort of desert dwellers anyway, so they can all take advantages as they want. We are on medium difficulty, so there are no other significant buffs or debuffs for the units. Let's get into battle and see how their AI fares.
There stands the army of the Parthian king. They are brave and worthy enemies. They are not alone. The Armenians are here to help them, and they must be seen as a slight problem. They have been brought to the battlefield by muling infants instead of leaders. We are hugely outnumbered, so if today we die, we do so as heroes, defiant in the face of all odds. This day will see much cavalry fighting. Both sides are packed with horsemen. The auspices have been taken, and gods be praised, nothing can be found to deny us victory today. With such portents, we need only march upon the enemy. So let your battle cry put fear into the enemy's guts. Call out to them and be brave. Call to the heavens and let strength and honor be your watchwords today.
In we go, and of course Parthia and Armenia are our neighbours as mentioned in the intro there, but I like to feel that the rebels pointed them out because they've already defeated these 2 foes, so they thought they'd give them a little shout out because they're coming straight for them. This is an awful lot of Arab cav, isn't it? That's kind of ridiculous. So we've got these Easterns all next to each other here. Oh, we're going straight for a charge. General bodyguard is the Persian cav. That's terrible use of them by the Persians. Not sure why they're doing that, but hey ho, as for the rest of this affair, we've got Thrace being taken on by Egypt to that, people might not be too impressed that they got here. Who isn't a surprise that they're here, to be honest? It's all been very, very strange. Parthia are worthy, to be fair, but a little bit late in the day on the second chance. But they are going to take on the Rebel General. Down he goes. And with that, wow, absolutely slaughtered. There's the Parthian armoured Eastern General. Ready to charge on in against all the camels, and he turns his back. Oh dear. Yes, rebel forces take on the Persians. This is probably not the best thing. Let's go over there to the Julii, who are taking on Egypt, and the Julii surely are going to beat Egypt. Egypt have numbers, but yeah, fresh Romans should surely win the day. There are good. I mean, we have seen numbers do the job by and large, and camels, well, that will turn things around. So who knows? Over here, they are chasing them off. Those are presumably the militia lads. Now, as for the mercs, they are doing a little bit of fighting here, joining to take on my rebel lads, who are about to lose, as it turns out. But, yeah, they've waited just a little while, so the Arab Cav might do what they did the original time, which is hang around and charge in at the death. Ironically, of course, the Arab Cav are the unit that took out Armenia, so there they are representing the Armenians that they slaughtered to make it here. Alright, so Egypt and the Julii have taken each other out a little bit here. Thrace are going to win it, aren't they? They're totally going to win this. They've been the least involved of any faction so far. Everyone else has picked a fight, pretty much apart from Armenia, who have got involved a little bit. Parthia are now poking them. Yeah, Egypt and Julii have taken each other out and are now going to meet as they've chased each other off the battlefield. I suspect, though, that will very much be ending with the Julii coming out on top. So, place your bets if you haven't already, because, yeah, Thrace haven't yet really entered the battle, and they're totally going to win, aren't they? Greek Cav are going to win this thing, damn it. Alright, Parthia getting hacked down here by the Arab cavalry, which is, as put in the comments, a very nice metaphor for what happens after Rome Total War era, which is, yes, out of Arabia come all of the Arab cavalry to slaughter that's the crash. On to attempt number 2, and this time I thought I would try as Egypt, because I haven't actually checked this, but I suspect when the game's crashed, maybe it's been when I've played as rebels, I'm not sure. There might be a pattern there. Anyway, this does mean that, yeah, we've got a slight different formation here. Egypt and the rebels have just swapped around, so rebels are going to buy into the Romans, I guess. And we'll see what Egypt do here. Desert Cav and Nile Cav against the Arab Cav. This could be an interesting one, actually, because they're much more similar styles. Not the heavy armour, so this could be a very good cancelling out. But yeah, sheer numbers on both sides if Egypt want to bring them to the party. And they are bringing them, but maybe just a tiny bit late. Nile Cav and Desert Cav are just about holding here, but they need to bring in more reinforcements, because that is the entirety of Arabia coming in to take out Egypt. And isn't that just magnificent? As for the rebels, well, they're being cleared off. Is that particularly effective? Ooh, the camels coming in, though. That's a rout for them, which is excellent news. Already losing some banners, potentially. What else is going on? Oh, Egypt was taking on Parthia. So we have got, yeah, the Persian Cav once again. Was it the Eastern General? That's the Eastern General. Yeah, last time lost the Persian Cav instantly, which wasn't great for them. But they've lost one of their generals, ploughed straight down the middle. Thrace this time with a small engagement at the start. Down goes the Egyptian foolish man. Armenia are sending some of their units over here to clear off rebels and some of these guys as well. Pick up the militia if you can. That'll be more. This is far more chaotic than the first time, but largely a similar set of results actually. Egypt are still fighting, but they lost to Armenia on this occasion. Parthia was a slightly less chunky affair because, yeah, instead, this is what's going down. But could be of interest because Parthia are now going to square up against the race. And how are the Romans doing, by the way? Because the rebels here fighting them. I mean, if enough regroup, they could be in trouble, the Roman generals. We'll see about that. The Romans are looking strong, though. There's probably enough Arab Cav left here, though, to deal them some damage if they don't come united. Rebel General's being chunked down gradually. Bit of a shame. He's going. He's gone. Okay, down he goes. Goodbye, my sweet prince. You are loved. Okay, these guys are chasing. Thing is, when I add people back into the pile, it does have a slight change of AI for a moment. Yeah, that's rounded now, unfortunately. So you do have a slight influence, but I can have all these guys standing around as well. Right, as for potentially a big affair here, can the Greek Cav take out this many cataphracts? Come on. Come on, Thrace. Surely there's a limit to your utter nonsense. You haven't got the advantage of the ground even. Why are they turning around? Oh, it was a ploy. It was a ploy. I don't think they killed anyone in that charge. Magnificent. They'll still somehow find a way to win, won't they? Probably. Right, over here, Armenia. We've got the Arab Cav. I don't know if there's enough of them left, but are they going to take out the Romans? The Auxiliary are just charging on in. Interesting. Yeah, if they just threw them in, they'd be fine, but they're letting themselves get picked off here, which is a bit embarrassing, if I'm honest. Egypt do what Egypt do best, which is somehow staying in it, even though they don't seem to actually do anything. Let's get back to the main affair, which is Thrace v Persia, which I think could be the most interesting of the lot. Thrace are... Wow, they've really got numbers, and you can see some cataphracts have gone down here. They might just have enough on this flank. That flank they're going to lose. That's the general, though. That might just turn it around. But Armenia have come in, and some of the reinforcements coming in to help the bit of the battle they're already winning. Utter craven dogs. But there's even more hanging back there. Thrace doing Thrace things, and this might just be it. The king of Thrace has fled. But it looks like they should be able to finish them off, but there might be the route. Greek Cav might be doing what Greek Cav do, which is run away the Parthian general, just standing there glowing like an absolute lost simile. And with that, I think Persia have just about managed to do it, but he says as they flee. Oh, I'm truly a commentator curse right there, but surely those camels, they got too many camels. Too many camels as the reinforcements flee. Once again, excellent commentary as ever you would expect. I don't know what's left. Egypt are left. Oh, don't. I'm not having this again. Egypt aren't allowed to just magically win. There we are. The camels are indeed too much. But they might... Oh, please, Egypt. You can't. I mean, I always say this and then there's someone else hanging around. The Romans... Okay, the Romans took out the rebels, right? Down goes the Thracian lads. Yeah, that's the Romans clearing him off. So yeah, they've still got a fair few cav at the rear here. It might be that the Romans still managed to do this. Thrace and Persia continue to slaughter each other. Look at this, it's just Greek cav falling to the floor. Oh, one finally died. It was just two of them taking them all down, but not quite. I mean, Thrace are just doing what Thrace do. They just keep going, damn it. There's so many of them. They rout so easily that they come back again, and oh, it's chaotic nonsense, and I love it. It's just so silly. Okay, Thrace routing again. It's all part of the plan. Don't worry about that. They know exactly what they're doing. The other unit pulling out, using Parthian tactics against them. A classic Parthian shot. But do the Romans have enough? The general survived by the looks of it. See him there with his dagger. Now, I think the Auxilia were taken out by the Armenians in the end. Seem to be able to see that on the mini-map, yeah. So Armenia are still here, and that's still a pretty chunky unit of Arab Cav. They might do what they did originally, which is come back at the death and win it that way. So, what have we got here? We've got these guys realising they made terrible, terrible life choices. That's great. So we've still got some militia Cav coming in. I think they cleared out their own unit there. Militias though, oh, they don't have enough to take out camels, surely. I mean, like, with morale penalties, camels. Oh, that might be it. That's the army of Thrace gone. Oh, everyone's favourite enemy. Love to hate them. Thrace qualified twice, no less, by the way. I mean, they're the real victors. They already won before they got here. They won 2 categories. Some people do get multiple turns, I suppose. Did Pontiffs have 3 turns in the end, in spite of being a really good faction? They're in the Eastern... They're in the Greek, I think. I normally put them in the Greek one as well. And, of course, yeah, they're in the second chance. The Pontiffs really should have done better, but there we are. They look pretty good each time, but they never managed to win. So there we are. Parthia are going to chase off Pontus. Oh, they haven't run into the Julii, though. That could be of interest. Egypt not looking fancied on the... power bar down there, but it's that's against all enemies, not simply the Julii who are approaching. So there we are, that's them. The camels are turned around. They fancy taking on Egypt as well. Armenia are still here. Let's bear that in mind. So, surely, Romans have to be hot favourites. They've got a lot of troops. Everyone, I mean, if these Armenians pile into the side of the Romans and the camels pile in, and they happen to click the Romans more than Egypt, then they have a chance. But we'll have to see. I don't know if Armenia are going to come in time. Normally I would say hang back and just let the battle happen, but I think you might need to come and make a difference here. Okay, so it's a quick double rout and they just not pile enough units in. This is where the archers can be a problem for them. They did distract a little bit, those Armenians, but not enough, and it's just routs. It's just rout. That might be the general. That's the general gone, though. Roman general taken down. But that is Egypt gone, basically. The Julii are going to take on these camels. They will totally lose against the camels unless morale does it. They did get the charge in, and that often makes a big difference. But I think the camels are going to have them. Ooh, they should have, but morale has won the day. Surely this is Rome's now. Surely it is. Arab Cav can attempt to do what we all hope for, but I think Rome are going to have it, which is depressing. Down goes the Roman general just in time. Are they going to do anything about it? Is that going to make a difference? Can the Arab Cav take on the Legionnaires? Oh, we lost the banners. We'll never know, but they went down so quickly. Oh dear. Yeah, they're just chunky bastards, aren't they? And unfortunately, it looks like they're going to do it. We have Armenia over here, a tiny bit of force left. Parthia, I think those camels is all they had, but we always know there's always hidden units around these battlefields. But I think this will be... No, they've decided to turn away. They don't want to win. Come on, lads. Let it end. There we go. Not quite. One day we'll get the final charge. Here's the final charge. One of them's got to hit, maybe? I don't know. There we go. They learn how to fight. And Mercenaries, well, they've done impressive work. But I think that is it. And is that the end of the battle? It should be. Don't think. There we go. Don't think there is any more. Indeed, there is not. Defeat, then. Defeat for us. In terms of kills, the rebels did kill the least. That's kind of sad. Thrace not killing much, but causing chaos. You've got to love them. If you want to see the Egyptian stats, here they are. Not especially impressive, to be honest. Those camel archers aren't really there to kill, but yeah, they really failed to do anything, didn't they? Unfortunately, it looks like the rebels were by far the weakest of all the factions. Everyone else, though, gave it a pretty darn good go. They were there fighting till pretty much the end. Even Thrace with 206 kills, they were an important part of that battle, damn it. In fact, to be honest, the rebels probably were important because it gave the Julii an easier victory and allowed them to come back in strength at the end. And, well, okay, didn't we have a Roman victory already in the infantry? Actually, the infantry had a very bizarre ending. I should link that above if you haven't seen it already. Do go and have a little look at that. But yeah, sadly, Romans are quite strong on this game, which is just a sad fact of the matter. As we know, this is incredibly scientific. So thank you for joining me on this AI-only affair. We shall be having a few other AI Battle Royale lineups before we proceed with the new series, so do join me for those videos. And of course, do continue to give me your suggestions for special lineups in the comments below. If you do enjoy the content, then do please consider becoming a member here or on Patreon. You can, of course, also support the channel by liking and subscribing, and also by just getting involved in the comments. I do very much appreciate it all. I hope you will join us next time, but for now, I will leave you. I'm Thomas, this is To Know Just a Human. Thank you, friends, and tally-ho. No! Not again! How did you lose to the archers? Anyone who's already got children, they've just been killed. Filthy pilchards, the lot I am. Oh, Steve! You were the best of all the Steves. Rum pum pa 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 pa.